As a behavioral engineer enthusiast, I've done a lot of studies related to how to lead a negotiation, how to do ethical coaching, how to do coaching driven by neuroscience. And there is one framework that I love, and is the framework from Robert Cialdini, that is the ethical persuasion. I love it because it's applying science, engineering approach to the art of communication and negotiation. The art of persuading people so that you're able to change their behaviors from dysfunctional to functional, or to help them to understand that this direction is better than the other. There is a research inside the gigantic research of Cialdini that is related to which are the consequences of unethical business. And what you just described, that an investor is coming and telling the board, hey, I need to buy out so that my stock is rise X%, and then the organization go in panic mode, and then they lay off people, is something that is common nowadays, unfortunately, because there are a lot of money invested in AI. And a lot of organizations, what they don't realize is that these kind of behaviors that are unethical, because you put people on the street without a job in a moment where the market is really tough, are creating an environment where unethics is spreading like a virus, is a cancer. And what you have just described is exactly the opposite. So if I have to put a summary of what you just described as the key behavior of a successful organization that is able to compete against giants, is being ethical. Not only human-centric, but the behavior of these humans inside the organization has to be ethical. Can it summarize your mindset, your philosophy and speech?
Yes, I mean, you touched the key points for me. I think is something which every human should have, right? Regardless of the job he does, regardless of the situation where he lives, right? Unfortunately, the world is driven by many unethical, managers or people, simply because money is money and everybody wants to make money. They don't care if it's done ethically or unethically. But this is one point. The other point, of course, everybody works for money. It's nobody's like, we have to be like, simply, okay, everybody's ethical. We stay at home, we do just research, right? We still have to sell, right? We have to do it, but you can sell it ethically. You can simply tell, the truth, why you want to add something and sooner or later will come up anyhow. Why you want to try to sell a product which it doesn't work. I mean, just give an example, right? So when it comes to deliver products, we are working on a product for a specific customer in Italy now. When you develop a product internally and then you want to go, to the customer, you want to be sure that the product works, because the first time the customer will test is key. So you want to make sure you don't bring something to market when you want to. So what you do more tests. You do tests from different people, because you want to make sure that, maybe my way of testing is different from the way of somebody else testing. So we want to try to say all the angles of testing a product solution before it goes to the customer, just to make sure that we give a different view of that, functionality of the product. But again, going back to ethics, I think it's important because ethics builds respect. When you build respect, it builds a long-term relationship.